Hi, this is Greg Pumacella again. Today we're going to talk about a safe way to get friends and not get jailed trying to do it. We're going to talk about how you can be sure to locate and discover the person that sent you to jail. We're going to discuss friend requests. We're going to discuss Wall Online. We're going to discuss keeping a list. And finally, messaging. So let's start with messaging and work our way back. I find the best way to go ahead and get friends is to first send a message. I go ahead and I tell them the game I'm playing, how many times a week I play. I tell them if I send by gifting back what I receive, or if I send out to everybody I know every day. And then at the end of the message, that's when I ask them, can I be friends? Can I send you a friend request? Okay, now let's take the messaging part and set it aside for a minute. Let's go to online. When you're online and you're in a group, like I'm in a group, Slotomania super group, you might want to join. It's a great little super group. Uh, when you're online talking to a stranger or a non-friend rather, and you're in a group and you see people talking, that is a very good time to ask them if they want to be friends, or if they would need more friends, or if they would like more friends. I think it's a lot safer way to go than sending messages to strangers. But part of Facebook is you got to send messages to strangers. There's no way around it if you want to have a lot of friends, especially right after you get signed on to Facebook. So with the messaging aside, let's talk about keeping a list. You want to keep a list of everybody that you talk to when you make friends, and their reasons for it will be self-explanatory as I go along. With a list, I don't care what word program you use. You can even use Notepad if you want. But I want you to, whenever you find somebody that you want to be friends with, go to their page, get their name, copy the URL that's across the top of their wall or across their timeline, and put those on one line, right? The name and then the URL, and keep that. And keep track of all the people that the same way. And if you send them a message, then write that down when you sent it to them. And if they say, don't bother me anymore, then make a notation of that so that you don't bother them anymore. And if they say, sure, send me a friend request, then enter that onto that list of yours, and then send out a friend request. I usually do a 24-hour or less rule, which means when I first sign on, I'll send out messages and I'll send out friend requests. And if I don't hear back from them, especially with friend requests, because you can't cancel the messages, uh, if they haven't accepted my friend request, then what I do before I close down at the end of the day, I just go to their page. Excuse me. I go to their page, send them a little message saying, I gave you X amount of hours to accept my friend request and you didn't. So if you want to be a friend to me now, you're going to have to send me a friend request because I'm canceling mine to you. And then go over there to the top right where it should say something along the lines of friend pending or friend request pending, and just click on that and you can cancel out through there. So you don't ever want to have this. Is the more, if you ever listen to anything I've ever said, this is what you have to listen to and keep in mind. You don't ever want to have more than one active friend request out there on the internet at a time. And the reason for that is if for some reason you get sent to jail and you have 4 or 5 friend requests that are active out floating around, you won't know who sent you to jail. But if you only have one, right, then that's the only person that can send you to jail, and then you'll know exactly who did it. And I'm telling you, to my knowledge, from what I've seen, there's about 40 people that do it. So you can only do one at a time, and I hope you don't get sent to jail 40 times to find them all. But if we all work together, hopefully we can all discover and uncover who these people are. Uh, the final thing I wanted to tell you is if you do get jailed and you do see the one person name who hasn't accepted your friend request, then again, that's the one who jailed you. Send me the name and the URL of that person, and I'll get with Facebook and we'll see if we can't get those people banned. I've had a whole truckload of people banned in my years on Facebook, and I have no qualms and keep doing it to get rid of these jerks that have a hobby of throwing us in jail. So good luck. I hope everything works out for you. Happy spinning. We'll talk again.